What is going on, PGA DFS fans? It is the Honda Classic week, and this is the top 5 values for the tournament here at PGA National Golf Club in just outside of West Palm Beach, Florida. This video, or short form on demand, is sponsored by Yahoo. I'll tell you guys a bit about the sweet deal we've got going on with Yahoo in just a little bit. But I'll also make you guys aware of the best way to get notified when these videos come live. We also just started a new odds channel on Mondays. That's going to be, I shouldn't say an odds channel, an odds show on Mondays. You can find that on our Odds Shopper YouTube channel. And of course, my other short form videos. Best way to do it, like I said, like and subscribe to our channel here. And of course, if you disagree with any of these values or any of the other picks that I have, or agree, I guess I like the agree a little bit more than the disagree, leave it in the comment box below. All right, now let's jump right in as we head to PGA National. A brood of a golf course, but great weather does await the golfers, as Florida has seen basically no rain since the 1st of January. Way underneath it, it's been great weather, 45 to 50 in the morning when you wake up, rising to about 75 or 80 degrees by noontime. It is pretty great weather, the best time to be in Florida. That's why the PGA Tour schedule flips on its head as we do head to PGA National here this week. It is a brood of course. I know I already said that. It's also been a host of the Honda Classic for quite some time and a lot of other professional events throughout the years, Q schools and the like. We'll talk about that here in a second. Also talk about the sponsor Yahoo of this short form on-demand video series here. We'll tell you about the sweet deal we've got going on with them in just a bit. But first, let's start with the best value according to our PGA DFS projections here at Yahoo. At Awesemo, which are free today. Today is Tuesday. Make sure you guys get in and check them out. Our PGA DFS projections 100% free today as part of our free premium content. So based on that, Hayden Buckley is the best value of any golfer priced under $7,000 this week. Coming in off of a miscut a couple of weeks ago, however, still some pretty big time finishes outside of that. Coming in at just $6,600 this week on DraftKings, $26 on Yahoo. He did tee it up in the Honda Classic a couple of years ago, coming in 69th. This will be his first time as a PGA Tour member. As we shift over to his strokes gained on the year, we do have just enough events, I would say, to take a look at the 2022 numbers, and we see that Hayden Buckley is a pretty darn good ball striker. Ranked 16th off the tee in strokes gained, ranked 57th on the strokes gained on the approach, 134 strokes gained around the green, and 91st with his putter. Again, Hayden Buckley coming in as one of the best, if not the best value under $7K this week on DraftKings. Okay, let's move on to our next guy, a guy that has had some result here at this golf course. Maybe not recently, but certainly as you date back to 2015 when the Q School was held here and Adam Svensson won the event. He's coming in at just $7,000 this week on DraftKings, but even cheaper on Yahoo, coming in at just $23 on the salary. Now, he hasn't played here in the last couple of years because he hasn't been a part of the PGA Tour, just making his way back from the Korn Ferry Tour after an 18-month to 2-year hiatus, if you will, having to go down to the Korn Ferry Tour. So for Svensson, as he just gets his starts going, his more recent form is actually pretty good. He had a nice West Coast swing as he turns his attention over to Florida. As we look at his strokes gained rank on the year, nothing great. 149th off the tee, 75th on the approach, 199 around the green, and 168 putting. But for Svensson, he's on a good run, has some good history here. Let's fire him up this week. Also projected as a top 10 value, according to our Awesemo DFS projections. Next thing I want to talk about has the best course history of anybody of these 5 values here. That is Stewart Cink. He's coming in at just $7,100 this week on DraftKings. Maybe a little bit more expensive on Yahoo, coming in at $32. In the last 2 years, he's made the cut in each of them here at the Honda Classic, coming in 19th last year and 53rd the year before. His more recent form is kind of indicative of that type of finish. 43rd and a couple of, say, middling finishes. But he's making the weekend. And here at the Honda Classic, which has seen 6 of 6 percentages, less than 5% for the last couple of years, just making the weekend will help you cash. So Stewart Cink, I believe, should be able to do that, especially with some strokes gained rank that we're going to take a look at. Obviously, last year, they were much better than what we're seeing for this early season, where he's ranked 170th off the tee, 120th on the approach, 169 around the green, and 131 putting. Certainly isn't good. We don't have enough starts yet to really measure exactly where Stewart Cink is, but for $7,100 on DraftKings, I think that presents great value. Okay, Next guy we're going to talk about is Ian Poulter. But if you guys watch my top sleepers video, you're going to see a couple of other guys on there. And I think all three of them at the exact same price this week all present interesting takes. Let's start off with Ian Poulter, a guy that certainly was linked to the Saudi League, but never came out and talked about it. Never mentioned if he was going, coming, staying, doing whatever. So he kind of avoided the spotlight, unlike Phil Mickelson, of course. So for Poulter, he heads over to the Honda Classic as he'll take part in the Florida Swing. Living in the Orlando area, this isn't too far of a drive for Poulter. And course history, well, he missed the cut last year, but prior to that, and a bunch of pretty good finishes, 27th being one of them. It took a couple of years ago. Now, he's played over on the European Tour and has had one missed cut, one top 10, and one other okay finish here in the last 8 to 9 weeks, so 3 starts for Poulter. So we don't know exactly where his form is, but certainly at a course where we expect par to be a good score, we expect Poulter to be right there. So we look at his strokes gain rank this year. He hits more fairways than most, so he's ranked 105th off the tee. 190th on his approach, though. His iron game is not that good. However, here, given the fact that only about 60% of the greens are hit in regulation, he should be able to use the best asset in this game, his strokes gain around the green, where he's ranked 56th this year. To his advantage, his putter, well, it's hot and cold. This year, it's been cold, 133rd ranked on the season. All right, my last golfer on the value video here this week is Christiaan Bezuidenhout. He is, according to our DFS projections this week, the top value at 8,000 or above this week, and checking in right at the average price on Yahoo as well at $33. Bezuidenhout is yet to tee it up at this event. This is his first full year becoming a PGA Tour member. And Bezuidenhout, with his game, although it's maybe a little bit different when we look at his strokes gain ranks from this year for what you're used to seeing with Bezuidenhout. He has a great short game, doesn't have a great strokes gained ball striking, but this year it's been much better. Let's take a look. Strokes gained 55th off the tee, 26 on the approach, 141 around the green, and 48 putting. So what I like about him as well is that he's coming off of a missed cut at Riviera, which I don't see as a good fit for him. It just doesn't seem like a course that would suit his style of game, and it did result in a missed cut. So hopefully most of the gamers will look the other way this week as Bezuidenhout does get a price increase off of a missed cut, having a much better situation, in my opinion, this week than last. All right, so now let's tell you about Yahoo before we go to 5-1 and do a recap really quickly. At Yahoo this week, we are happy to partner with them there this week for their PGA DFS season. They've been putting out some pretty good contests this week. It's $4,000 to first place in their Yahoo Baller, and you can now get a free month of Awesemo Plus Platinum. If you sign up for Yahoo and you're a new user, you enter your first paid contest. And what's going to happen is they're going to send over your email to us, and then we'll send you an email with a code for your free month. Now, listen, if you want to get in, you plan to play on Thursday and you enter a contest for Thursday's PGA DFS start, well, all you got to do is send an email to support@awesemo.com and let us know about it, and we will get you hooked up. All right, thank you to Yahoo for the deal and the sponsorship of this video. Now let's go 5-1 really quickly on our top 5 values for the Honda Classic. Hayden Buckley, Adam Svensson, Stewart Cink, Ian Poulter, and Christiaan Bezuidenhout. Of course, make sure you check out all of our other short form content, including our new betting video that we have out, and of course, put out by Ben Raza. And of course, our live shows, PGA DFS Strategy Show today, 1 o'clock. I'm doing this on Tuesday. If you miss it, don't worry. We have it available on playback. And of course, our On Fire Live Before Lock show on Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. We've given you the winner as a big or top play in each of the last 4 weeks. That's a pretty good stretch to go on. So until next time, everybody, thanks to Yahoo again. We will see you on the other side. Cheers.